The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Free throw line, nice back cut, and a find to Cale Peterson. And Gracie Goldpollen puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor and to the free throw line. A little crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it to go. Waupun on a roll right now. Will go up with the left hand, puts it in. Another steal and a basket for the Randolph Rockets.
Dual feeds Johannes again. That one off the window and in. Johannes to the line.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game. Home and Auto Sales, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun Equipment Company, American Family Insurance Agent, Christine File, Coles Community Funeral Home, Benz Automotive, Ergo Bank, Taurus Tree Service, VZ's Flooring, Seabroxma Electric, Our Bar, and our scoreboard sponsor, New Medical Center.
Laconia has the basketball with a chance. Madigan gets it in for Engel. Back to Madigan. Spots up. Got it! He scores!
And people, there are your state champions, the Randolph Lady Rockets. Congratulate them on an unbelievable storybook season. Your Waupun Lady Warriors are champions of Division III girls basketball.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Good evening, folks. We'd like to welcome you to Laconia High School. We'd like to welcome you to high school girls basketball. It's on The Source tonight and video streamed as well at radioplusinfo.com. Nick Rush set to bring you the play-by-play tonight. Jeff Sauer is our video producer and cameraman, set to bring you all the action on your video screen. And those of you listening online as well and on The Source, again, thank you so much. Tonight, it's an awesome high school girls basketball game. The 2-0 Laconia ladies coming to us from Division 4. They hook up with the 1-1 Waupun ladies coming to us from Division 3. Waupun in the Beaver Dam Classic got over Menominee 53-50. Cale Peterson, that contest, 30 points. Gracie Goldpollen chipped in 7 in a win. In overtime, then they lost to Brookfield East, a pretty tough customer from Division 1, 62-57. Cale Peterson chipped in 18 in that game. Lydia Alsma chipped in 17, and Vandestreek 14 for the Waupun ladies in that losing battle. Meanwhile, Chris Morgan and his Laconia ladies, they're off to a hot start at 2-0. They beat Oostburg 79-58 November the 15th. Engel, 7 of 7, 18 points in that game. Madigan, 6 of 11 for 14. And Leonard, 5 of 9 for 14 points. And Laconia, in that ball game over Oostburg, shot 50% from behind the arc at 12 of 24, 37 rebounds in that game, but 21 turnovers. So Chris Morgan said clean some things up. They did that against Xavier two nights after that and beat them in overtime, 39-38. Madigan chipped in 17 in that game, but they went cold from behind the arc and shot only 4 of 23 from three-point land and had 36 rebounds in that contest as well. We'll take a brief timeout, talk more about this matchup, and we'll have a chance to chat with Chris Morgan for Laconia and Tim Alsma for Waupun, both head coaches on the way as part of the Home and Auto Sales pregame show. This is Radio Plus Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. we have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Werner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Welcome back to the Holman Auto Sales pregame show. This is Radio Plus Video Sports and our coverage tonight on The Source, presented by New Medical Center, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun Equipment Company, American Family Insurance Agent Christine File, Coles Community Funeral Home, thanks to Ben's Automotive, Ergo Bank, Taurus Tree Service, VC Flooring, C. Brexma Electric, and National Exchange Bank and Trust. They sponsor our broadcast booth. Again, Nick Rush with you. Jeff Sauer is our video producer and cameraman tonight, filling in for Steve Winterhack, who's probably getting a tan right now. He's probably watching the game, Jeff, but the sun is shining in Florida right now, I think, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's darker than you know what outside right now here, but take it in, buddy. We'll see you next week, all right? But I should have a great one here tonight. Now, Waupun won the East Central Championship. Not only that, they won the regional, they won the sectional, and they captured their first gold ball in program history, knocking over Freedom 63-42, the Division III state championship game. Just a great run for Waupun last year. They finished 27-3, a magical run for these ladies in capturing that gold ball, and they had their troubles along the way. They almost fell to Kewaskum in the sectional semifinal. They're won by 3 in a game. They trailed most of that, but came back and won that. Then went on to beat Edgewood, the sectional championship game, Dominican in the state semifinal before knocking over Freedom in the Division III state championship game. And for Waupun, they bring back a whole host of players again for the ladies, led by Kale Peterson, a junior, 6'1" junior, the co-ECC Player of the Year, Division III All-State as a sophomore last year. She's committed to Marquette, averaged 17 points a game last year, averaging about 24 through 2 games yet this season in victory over Menominee, and then falling to Brookfield East. She chipped in 30 in their first game, 18 in their second game. So she's really kind of the glue that holds everything together. Gracie Gopalin for Waupun, a 5'2" point guard, all first team, all Central and Division III All-State as a sophomore last year, about 8 points a game for her, I should say. So she's a great guard, Jeff, for the Waupun ladies too.
Absolutely. She does a fantastic job of taking charge out there. Can score. She's very quick, makes great decisions with that ball, and just when you think that she's just the ball handler, she does some awesome defense on that end as well and is quick at swiping away the ball.
Lydia Alsma comes back a sophomore from a season ago, a freshman, 5'10" guard, takes on an expanded role for Waupun. She's got offers from Bradley, Eastern Illinois, Green Bay, Milwaukee, St. Thomas, Minnesota, and Toledo. So she's a very special player to watch as well. So, you know, Jeff, you take a look at the players lost for Waupun last year. The starters lost it, and we know Abby Alsma now playing at Illinois State. You know, we know Naomi Alsma, Gabby Matamoris. Those players have come and gone and put in their time with the Waupun program and getting them to a gold ball, but the cupboard is not bare by any means for this Waupun ladies team. A lot of them predicting Waupun to go back to state.
Yeah, again, just based on last year, and I was going to try and shoot over to Beaver Dam, and I didn't get that opportunity to. But as I think you mentioned before, Brookfield East, I think, was ranked preseason number 5 in Division I, if I remember correctly. So they were a ranked team in Division I that Waupun fell to. Otherwise, again, you're talking about the loss that they had in that senior leadership, and it was huge senior leadership between Gabby Matamoris and Lydia Alsma in there. The big girls, not overly big, but they controlled the paint and did a good job there and would battle hard and go for the boards, and then they could kick it out and hit it from that three-point line.
You know, you take a look at Laconia, too. They captured the Flyweight Conference Championship, unbeaten a season ago, 25-5 overall. They went on to finish the year as the Division IV state runner-up, falling to Mineral Point in the state championship game, 53-42. And their cupboard is far from bare as well for Chris Morgan's team, and they welcome back very talented Peyton Morgan, a sophomore, Callista Vandenberg, a junior, Aubrey Leonard, a sophomore, Tiara Madigan, a sophomore. So you lose a player, a very special player that led the conference in scoring and rebounds last year, Molly Johannes, a very, very good ball player. She moves on out of high school, but again, Laconia comes back loaded too.
All 4 of those girls you mentioned all have state basketball tournament experience coming here to start the season as sophomores. That is very, very rare that you're going to have that. So you can kind of understand why Coach Morgan is really excited about what he has.
We're going to take a timeout, and we'll hear from Chris Morgan, head coach for Laconia, next as the Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Most of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Marquezan, Randolph, and Waupun.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Home and Auto Sales pregame show. It's on Radio Plus Video Sports. We're from Rosendale tonight. Laconia High School getting set for a pretty nice matchup. Laconia and Waupun, and Chris Morgan with us here. Chris, good to see you again. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Last game I looked back in the book, was their sectional championship game, that fun overtime game. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was an awesome game. I think it went to overtime if I'm remembering correctly, and Tierney hit a game winner there towards the end. That was an exciting game.
So, you fast forward a couple of weeks after that. Of course, you go to state. Waupun goes to state. Randolph goes to state. Kind of just an awesome feeling around this area to have solid girls basketball teams representing, right?
Yeah, there's some great basketball being played in the area right now. And, we know Waupun really well. I know Tim Alsma really well, and Chad Kaufman over there at Randolph. So, yeah, it was exciting to see those teams go as well as us. And it's just kind of a testament to the hard work that the kids are putting in around here right now.
Laconia 2-0. Chris, talk about your first couple of games for us.
Yeah, Oostburg was, both teams are really good. Oostburg came in, I think, ranked preseason number 7, and so we went over there. We really tried to challenge ourselves with a non-conference schedule this year that was going to be really tough, and Oostburg's a great team. We went out and we shot the ball really well that game. I think at one point we got up 29 in that game, which against a really good Oostburg team was impressive. And then we came back against Xavier, and they're a good team as well. I think they're ranked number 8 to start the season. But we didn't look very good. We didn't play very good basketball. We played hard on defense. Our defense was really good, and that's kind of what won us the game. Offensively, it was kind of a struggle that night, but, that's kind of our mentality is we get after on the defensive end, and hopefully we'd hit enough shots to win.
Going back to that game against Oostburg, 12 of 24 from three-point land, just 4 of 23 from Xavier's point of view in that Xavier game. But solid defense, night in, night out. That's what's going to keep you in ball games.
Yeah, absolutely. We preach that all the time. We talk about, there's nights you're just not going to hit shots, but you can always control your defensive effort. You can always control your hustle. So that's really what we try to hang our hat on, is just the toughness on that end of the floor.
Chris, what's the concern against Waupun tonight in this matchup?
Well, they've got some really high-end players. It starts with Kale Peterson. She's just a load. She's already committed to Marquette. She's long. She's tough to handle. We're going to have to go out there and do our best to try to limit her touches. And when she gets the ball, we're going to have to give some help on her. And then you got Gracie Gopalin, who's just a great basketball player. She really, I think she's the key to that team and really makes everything happen for them. So we're going to have to try to contain her. Super quick, great with the ball, and just tough as nails. And then you got Lydia Alsma, who's, she's just continuing to get better out there. She's long and she's athletic, and she shoots the ball pretty well. So those three girls are a handful, and then they've got Mandy Vanestreek hitting shots, from the outside as well. So you just got a lot to worry about.
Chris Morgan, head coach of the Laconia ladies. Best of luck, Chris. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. This is your pregame show. It continues on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry is a proud sponsor of today's game. Celebrating 10 years in business, Nathan specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels, whole house remodels, new construction, additions, and more. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry also has an in-house designer on staff with virtual reality designs to help visualize your space before construction starts. Quality, efficiency, and integrity. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. See Nathan's work at potratscarpentry.com and like them on Facebook.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887. You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandazan at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate. The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown.
Here's your Holman Auto Sales pregame show as it continues from Laconia High School. We're in Rosendale tonight for this non-conference girls basketball contest. Couple of good teams on tap here tonight, and Tim Alsma, head coach of the Waupun ladies. Tim, good to see you again. Thanks for being here.
Hey, it's good to be here. It's another fun time of year to see where we're at as a program.
You know, Tim, taking a look at the schedule for Waupun, you challenged yourself non-conference games. You had the Beaver Dam Classic. You took on Menominee and then a Brookfield East team that was difficult there. Talk about those first couple of games here, 1-1 on the season.
Yeah, you know, we like to challenge ourselves in the non-conference just to see, kind of measure up against some of the better opponents who we think are in the state that want to play us. And so getting to play Menominee was really good. They were down at state last year, and to come out of that one after an overtime victory was really good. I thought Cale Peterson played lights out, and then some of our newer pieces got their feet wet in a new role, and then that kind of catapulted us into Saturday when you're playing a very good Division I. I think the ranked preseason number 4 in the state with Brookfield East, and I thought we showed really well. We had an opportunity to win the game. We're up 4 with a minute and a half to play, and you can't ask for any more than that. You just got to finish.
You know, you talk about Peterson, you talk about, of course, Lydia Alsma and Gracie Gopal, your 3 cornerstone pieces here, Tim. How do you go around that? How do you filter around that to build a supporting cast?
Yeah, you know, you can go a couple of different routes. Is you just kind of execute your offense entirely through those 3 people, or you try to involve everybody. And I think the recipe for success down the line is to try to involve everyone. And so we're not just going to sit and isolate and give those 3 all the touches. We've got Maddie Vanderstreek, who, she can shoot the 3 ball pretty well, and she's shown that she's capable. I don't know if she's going to be able to do it on a night in and night out basis, but we're going to give her a shot to do that. And, when it comes down to crunch time, we know who our go-to players are. But, a team isn't built around 1, 2, or even 3 players. If you want to get to the level where we want to get to, it takes the 5 there on the court, and you want to go a little deeper than that even. So that's our goal for this year, is we'll figure out where we're at throughout the preseason non-conference year, and then hopefully by the middle to the end of the year we'll have 5 players on the court that have to be guarded.
Such great girls basketball programs around this area. With Laconia going to state, you yourself winning state Division III last year, Randolph winning Division V last year. I mean, it's certainly fun to watch any one given night, right?
Yeah, it's just a kind of a windfall of just great athletes that happen to be on the court all at the same time. Like, we've had just a lot of success, and it's just fun to watch Randolph because I'm related to half that team over there, and there's a good rivalry with us and Laconia. It used to be a little more so when we were in the same division with each other, and now it's just we're helping each other out in the postseason, and even throughout the year. Chris and I will talk a little bit, and we want each other to have success, just not against each other.
Yeah, right. You've won 3 straight. Prior to that, I think they won 6 straight or something like that. So, history kind of back and forth here, and it certainly says something here too, Tim. Without any seniors on the team, you're able to have leadership in key roles, right?
Yeah, we try to talk about the leadership not just coming from one person or upperclassmen that are juniors. We want every kid in our program to become leaders, and so that might be a freshman that's coming onto the court, and it has to be shown in different ways, and they got to develop into those roles. So the obvious choices would be your 2 returning juniors that were all state players, and yeah, they're gonna lead us, but we want to develop that leadership for all the kids.
Final question, Tim. What's the key to Laconia tonight? What do you think?
We got to be able to defend. I mean, they're so good in transition, and these kids, that group has been playing with each other since 3rd grade, so they know each other like the back of their hands, and obviously they're really well coached as well. So I think for us, it always begins with the defense, and of course, we anticipate that they're going to be physical with some of our players, and so that's the adjustments that we're going to have to make, and we're going to be able to have to handle some of that adversity and then handle the crowd, because coming here to the pit, as we call it, it's never an easy time. So there's a lot of factors and some different variables out there, and I think our girls are ready for the challenge.
Road tests for the Waupun ladies. Best of luck, Tim. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, that's Tim Olsma, head coach of Waupun girls, back with more of the pregame show from Home and Auto Sales coming up next.
All of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Markesan, Randolph, and Waupun.
Did you know?
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Welcome back to the Home and Auto Sales pregame show. This is Radio Plus Video Sports, and welcome those of you listening to tonight's action on the Source, 93.7 FM, AM 1170 and 103.3 FM, and also listening online at AM1170radio.com. So, Jeff, we are dialed in on the video. We got the radio going. Now we got every way to watch or listen to this game tonight.
It's awesome that we have this opportunity to bring in some high school sports. And again, they talked about it. Girls basketball in this region. Yeah. St. Mary Springs, who's also part of this region, is also pretty solid. Oakfield, pretty solid. So, we've had side conversations about how we want to make sure that we're represented really well on the air, and we're going to make sure that we get out here and cover a lot of these programs. Just got to give a shout out also to Steve Winterhack. I didn't see if he put anything in the chat like he did, so that's good. We always are pushing that. If anybody wants to get out there, let those kids know where you're cheering from and who you're supporting here, because they go back and watch this live stream, and they love to see who is putting some comments out there. So just put that out there and letting people know. Go ahead and enter into the chat. If you're watching it on YouTube, just shrink it, and you'll get the chat there on the right.
Taking a peek at some of the area teams that are pre-ranked in Divisions 1 all the way through Division 5. And in Division 1, Verona, Kettle Moraine, Neenah, Brookfield East, and Hortonville ranked 1 through 5 there. We talked about the Brookfield East matchup. Waupun fell to Brookfield East in the Beaver Dam tournament, 62-57. So a great challenge for Waupun, taking on 2 divisions higher than what they're normally used to. And Peterson 18 points, Lydia Alsma chipped in 17, Bandit Streak chipped in 14 again for the Waupun ladies. Division 2, Notre Dame, Pewaukee, Union Grove, and Cedarburg, along with Beaver Dam, the Golden Beaver ladies. They check in, Jeff, at number 5 in the state Division 2 there.
Yeah, again, I'm talking about this area, just within 30 minutes of each other. They really could have an amazing tournament themselves and really challenge each other. So, again, I heard that there's a couple of injuries that were at Beaver Dam, but they are really looking forward to having an exciting year as well.
In Division 3, these Waupun ladies ranked number 2 in the state. They're behind Freedom, a team that they beat last year at state. Kewaskum, they'll be in the mix as well, not just in the state, but also in Waupun, same conference. They're number 3 in the state of Wisconsin. Again, in Division 3, Brilliant 4. Lake Mills checks in at number 5. Columbus, a team to watch in Division 3 this year, along with Prairie du Chien, Platteville, St. Croix Falls, West Salem, some of those familiar names again in Division 3. Division 4 is very interesting. You find these Laconia ladies, Jeff, but also you find the Randolph ladies making the jump from 5 up to 4 this year. They won 5 last year. Randolph now in Division 4.
And they're on the same side of the bracket, if I recall. And actually, I think in the same half of the sectional. So in the sectional semifinal, one of these two teams that were state qualifiers, Randolph being a state champion, Laconia being a state runner-up, are going to be facing each other, I believe. I might be off a little bit about that. But I also wanted to go back into your Division 3, talking about Kewaskum. Again, Waupun Kewaskum played last year in that sectional final, and it was an incredible, or a sectional semi, sorry, and it was an incredible game. We were there with RP Sports giving the broadcast. Lucky for them this year, Kewaskum moves to the other side of the bracket, so they will not have to face each other, at least in the sectional rounds.
And Waupun was down for a good chunk of that game in the sectional semifinal, came back and won 50-47 to find themselves with a date with Edgewood in the sectional championship game to get to state there. So again, a good run for the Waupun ladies again in Division 3 with regards to that. Division 4. Laconia, again, pre-ranked number 4. Randolph, pre-ranked number 3. Randolph, Laconia will battle each other later this season as well. New Holstein, another team that is in Division 4, and they are pre-ranked. They're checking at number 7, but Laconia in that loaded half of the sectional. New Holstein, Division 3 last year. Randolph unbeaten, of course, Division 5 last season. Sheboygan Lutheran in the other half of the sectional. The Prairie School, a talented young team too, so take a look out for that. Blair Taylor, McDonald Central, Assumption, Athens, and Prairie Farm all check in pre-ranked Division 5, 1 through 5.
I want to give a quick shout out here to Cody Woods, the athletic director here for Laconia. He's standing right next to us here, and I want to thank him for helping us get everything set up here. I reached out to him early because, you know, I've always had issues going to places that I haven't broadcast before and get nervous about whether I have internet connection or what we're going to set up and what we're going to see. And Cody, thank you very much for giving us that opportunity and making sure that we got a chance to set this up. So hopefully we can chat with you much more as we cover a lot more Laconia sports this year. Thank you.
Yep, you bet. We'll be here a lot again for all the area teams. We'll take a short break. We'll talk about some of the keys to tonight's game after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. I plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty.
Welcome back to the Home and Auto Sales pregame show. This is Radio Plus Video Sports, and those of you listening to tonight's action on The Source, thank you very much. Nick Rush back with you, and Jeff Sellers, our video producer, cameraman here tonight, getting set for the action. Taking a peek at your keys to today's game, and it dives into our Coaches Smile segment. What's going to make both head coaches smile tonight? Well, yes, a win from Dentistry of Wisconsin. That's obvious. However, as you take a look at both of these two teams, and let's start with Waupun, some of the keys, and Coach Alsma talked about the transition for Laconia. They're fast once they get out into space, so Waupun's going to have to get back defensively. Waupun's going to have to be challenged, down low. They have Callista Vandenberg. We'll see who she matches up with here tonight, but you got to be aware, especially on the rebounds. Can't get in trouble with fouls as well, so that's another big key. And of course, turnovers. For Laconia, a bunch of turnovers in the first game, kind of cleaned some things up in that second game. Waupun some turnovers in the first couple of games. They want to get that cleaned up as well here tonight. So those are, again, some keys for Laconia, or for Waupun, that is. And for Laconia, you have to know where Kale Peterson is at all times. You have to know where Gracie Gopalan is at all times here, Jeff. But you have to account for the other girls, too, because if you tee off on those two and isolate, some of the other girls can get you.
It is going to be an amazing match tonight. I really am looking forward to this.
Let's take a brief timeout for the national anthem. Come back with your starting lineups and the opening tip-off in mere moments. Laconia, Waupun girls basketball. It's on The Source and Radio Plus Video Sports.
All of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Marquezan, Randolph, and Waupun.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It is a rockin' crowd here and a rockin' pep band. It always has been.
Yeah.
Here in the pit.
I love, and most people know that have listened to us before. My wife is the band director in Waupun at the Rock River Intermediate, so she's got the 5th grade and the 6th grade, and then they transferred to 7th grade. So we've been involved with music all of our lives, and it's always great whenever we can catch a little bit of the pep band doing some of their pep band music. So I always like to swing into that, and always like to also give a couple of shout-outs to the halftime performances. Usually you've got your dance teams, and Laconia has a great dance team as well. Waupun has an incredible dance team, so really good athletes all around.
All right, your starting lineups. Again, tonight, it's Waupun and Laconia in this non-conference girls basketball contest. Let's first bring you the Waupun visiting starting lineups. They are led 10.5 points a game. Sophomore, 5'10", number 1, Lydia Alsma. Averaging 10 points a game. A junior, 5'6", number 2, Maddie Vandestreek. 5'10", sophomore, number 15, Rowan Harder. 7.5 points a game, a junior, 5'4", number 21, Gracie Gopalan. And Kale Peterson, 6'1", 24 points a game, the Marquette recruit, Marquette commit, a junior, again, number 34, Peterson. For the Laconia ladies, averaging 15.5 a game, a sophomore, number 11, 5'10", Tierney Madigan. 5 points a game, a junior, 5'11", number 12, Callista Vandenberg. 8.5 points a game, a sophomore, 5'8", number 14, Aubrey Leonard. 7 points a game, a sophomore, 5'10", number 21, Peyton Morgan. And rounding out the starting lineup for Laconia, 5 points a game, a senior, 5'8", number 23, Reese Keel. Again for Waupun, Alsma, Van de Streek, Harder, Gopalin, and Peterson. For Laconia, Madigan, Vandenberg, Leonard, Morgan, and Keel. Waupun coached by Tim Alsma, his 6th year at the school, 100 wins and 28 setbacks. And for Laconia, coached by Chris Morgan, 13th year at the school, 192 and 62. That's his career varsity mark. Of course, Waupun defending Division III state champions from a season ago, and Laconia finished runner-up, losing in the Division IV state championship game a season ago as well. Kind of interesting. They went back to back to back last year. Division 5 was in the morning. Division 4 with Laconia the early afternoon. Then Waupun was Division 1 or Division 3.
And here we go.
Waupun wins the tip. Peterson will pass to Gopal right side. Backs up and flips it left side for Alsma. Lydia bangs it home. There's a 3. There's a quick strike for the Waupun ladies, up 3-0 on your new medical center scoreboard. There's a 3-ball trying to answer, and Laconia's Reese Keel answers as well. Gracie Gopalin up the left-hand side of the lane, now flips it for Alsma. Lydia back to Gopalin off the screen from Lydia, tries the right side of the lane, throws up a window shot, nope, no good. Rebound taken by Laconia. Goes the other way is Laconia's Madigan. There's a shot, bangs it out. Rebound taken by Laconia. They'll reconnect. Controlling now is Leonard. Leonard from the right wheel brings up between the wheels. Now looks right side for Keel. Jess Bass rips it back down, pivots around and finds Madigan. Top of the wheel. Madigan with the left hand. Spins around to the lane. Throws up a shot. That one doesn't go. Rebound taken by Waupun. And Harder pushes ahead for Peterson. Kale has the basketball now. Feeds Gracie Gopal. Gopalin off the screen from Peterson. Want to isolate here. They flip it to the corner. Here's Van de Streek. Van de Streek gives it up. Here's Alsma. Bangs out. Rebound taken by Laconia. And they'll flip ahead. A little 2-on-2 breakdown court. Now they pull up. Shot. Keel on the way. 3-ball. Got it to go. An awkward looking shot. She brings it up from the right side. And Keel's got a couple of tray bombs and a 6-3 lead. Peterson in the lane. Draws contact. Bob Guernsey, the far side official, says contact on the floor. And Waupun, Gopalin will inbound the basketball. No injuries on your new medical center injury report. 249-8757, what we were told. Off the window, there's a good pass from Gopalin to Peterson. And there's Kale's first bucket of the ball game, 6-5, Spartan advantage. Keel, Harder working on her, and flips it for Madigan. From the corner, looks at Madigan. That one's off the mark. Rips down by Peterson, off the fingertips of Alsma, out of bounds. Pod dropping back defensively. Across the timeline now comes Laconia. Laconia's Aubrey Leonard. Leonard has it. Pivots, Keel, or I should say down low, off the window is in. Good bucket by Callista Vandenberg. Her first bucket of the ball game. 8-5 is the lead. Van de Streek loses it for a moment. Peterson picks it up. Kale inside the paint with it, throws up a 5-footer. That one rattles home. Kale Peterson's got 4. Lydia Alsma's got 3, totaling Waupun's 7. They trail by a point, 8-7 on your new medical center scoreboard. They dump it down low for Vandenberg. Foul is going to be called on Alsma. Got her on the hand. Vandenberg on the floor with it. Alsma's first personal foul. That's the team's first as well. And a substitution as, I believe, Molly Duell. Yep, Duell comes in for Waupun. They'll run Duell. Eva Engel will also coming off the bench for the Laconia ladies. We'll see Trinity Pierce off the bench as well for Waupun. Be the 6th man they haven't substituted yet. Out of bounds. Careless turnover by Laconia. First turnover the ball game, Jeff, and Waupun coming back at us.
As Steve Winterhack likes to say, here comes the Energizer Bunny. But I'm actually surprised they're not pushing as fast as they did last year. So maybe still trying to get things worked out.
Gopalin finds Alsma working her way from the corner over the top and now flips it for Gopalin. Gopalin now whips it down low for Van de Streek, controls, rattles, and will chest pass. Left-hand side for Harder. I should say Alsma has it. Now for Gopalin. Gopalin backs up the offense off the Cale Peterson screen. Gopalin will give it a go there. Flips it. Peterson. Tray bomb. Bangs home. And there's Peterson heating up just a touch. She's got 7 of Waupun's 10.
3 for 3 from the shooting. First three-pointer nailed.
There's a 2 from the right elbow, and that one's good for Reese Keel, who's got 8 of Laconia's 10. And there's Gracie Gopalin. And she's got a bucket. 12-10. Waupun lead now. Keel for Vandenberg. Pivots around. Finds it. Top of the wheel for Leonard. Leonard has it. Back to Vandenberg. Back to Keel. Keel stepping out on her is Harder. Off the screen. Thought about it. Rips it back down. Looks for Duel. Ripped away by Waupun. Harder controls. Finds Alsma. Alsma spots up. That one's good. Lydia Alsma's got 5. Waupun's lead is 4. 13:33 left to play in the first half on your new Medical Center scoreboard. Keel will find Leonard. They whip it down low. Vandenberg over the top, and that one's no good. Foul down low on. It's either Gopalin or Alsma. I think it's on Gopalin. And they'll get foul called on Waupun. And a couple of substitutions. Now we see Eva Engel coming in. Vandenberg takes a seat, and Keel takes a seat. And Waupun's defense controlling now, and Waupun has yet to substitute. Timeout on the court. We'll take it with the teams back after this. This is Radio Plus Video Sports.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Waupun ladies, they have so far 2 threes. They shot pretty decent in that game against Menominee and Brookfield East too, but more so Menominee. Got a couple of threes. Laconia, they have 2 threes as well. Laconia shot 50% from three-point land in their win over Oostburg, 79-58 a week ago, and didn't shoot as well, just 4 of 23 in a victory over Xavier by a point. Peyton Morgan now goes to Leonard. And there's a 3. Got a 14-13 ball game. Alsma touches it for Van de Streek. Back to Alsma, working her way. And chest pass for Gopalin. Gopalin now crossover. Wants to find Peterson. Finds Peterson. Kale steps back. 3. No good. And there's a foul. That'll be called on Van de Streek. Good position down low was Peyton Morgan. Foul is going to be called on Waupun. Here comes the substitution. First one for Waupun. Babish comes in. And that's the 3rd team foul on the ladies. And that's the first on Maddie Van de Streek. And a pass for Tierney Madigan. And finds Engel. Engel looks for Leonard. Back to Engel. Hands it off Duel. Duel left side. Now looks Morgan. Upon man-to-man set. Defense.
Good ball movement there by the Lady Spartans, moving it around the top and then looking for a drive, and there it goes.
Leonard finds the baseline. She rattles it home. She's got 5. And it's a 5-0 run. And the basket, the hoop and the harm there. That stops the 5-0 run. And Gracie Gopalin to the free throw line for Waupun, trying to convert the 3-point play. Gopalan's got 4. Gopalan had 7 in their win last week, Friday. And she converts, and she's got 5. And the lead is back up to 2. Across the line with it. Laconia ladies on the drive. Now finds a floater. That one no good from Madigan. Rebound taken by Waupun. They push ahead for Peterson. Peterson one-on-one steps behind Engel. Shot bangs out. No. Rebound taken by the Spartans. Comes Laconia. Coming at us. Here's Leonard. Shot. 3-ball. Bump. Engel. No good. Rebound by Vandestreek. Vandestreek goes ahead for Peterson. Peterson crosses the timeline for Alsma. Shot. Long 2. Too hard. Gopalan tries the rebound. Battling for it on the ground. Nope. And Laconia comes at this way with it. Looks for Morgan. Top of the wheel. Shot. 3-ball. No good. Rebound taken by Alsma.
Suddenly the lid has come on the basket. They were just hot as a pistol when they started out, and now both teams struggling to find the bottom of the hoop.
Lydia passes it for Gracie Gopalan. And Waupun trying to reset here just a touch. If you recall, Waupun lost some seniors. Abby Alsma, Naomi Alsma, Gabby Matamoris. Those are seniors from last year's state championship team. But again, Waupun, a loaded cabinet coming back as Peterson posts up, looking for a one-on-one isolation. Spins away in the lane. Nope, too short. Rebound taken. Laconia ladies coming back at us. Peyton Morgan has it. There's a wide open 3. That one's no good. Tip taken by Alsma. Ripped away from Peterson. There's a timeout taken. Peterson had control of the basketball. A timeout by Tim. We take it with them back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now by Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown.
Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most. Contact Christine File agent at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun or call 920-324-3488 today. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Questionable that Tim got granted the timeout when Kale maybe had it for a second. The timing was right, Jeff.
Yeah, the official was right there at the right time, and they just happened to make the call.
Right. Gracie Gopalan crosses the timeline with it. Vandestreek now touches it. She'll weave her way out for Alsma. Lydia Alsma got it knocked away for a second, and Laconia comes up with a turnover. Second turnover against Waupun. Taplin is in for the Laconia ladies. Duel touches it now. Duel crossover dribble, working her way inside over the top, and that one goes.
Nice left-handed drive to the bucket.
Molly Duel with her first bucket. We got a tie ball game at 17 apiece. Looking like a zone defense here, Jeff. Out of the timeout.
Yeah, it looks like almost like started out as a zone. Looks like a zone and 1, or 4 and 1 maybe. A box and 1.
Yep.
Putting a man-to-man on Lydia.
Gopalan will step out. Got it! Big shot there. Gracie Gopalan, her first 3.
The zone buster bucket.
There's an answer from Laconia. Reese Keel will bang one home there. 20-19. They exchange back and forth.
That's exactly what you would expect.
Yep, picks up her dribble, goes to Gracie Gopalan, now feeds Vandestreek. Vandestreek now will look for Alsma. Alsma long 2, yep, got it.
All set up by a beautiful screen by Maddie Vandestreek. Usually don't get that credit there, but she set it up perfectly.
Duel looks for Taplin. Taplin feeds Peyton Morgan. Morgan for Duel. Duel guarded by Waupun's Gopalin. Right side. Off the screen from Vandenberg, who's back in. Vandenberg working on Alsma. They dump it for Duel in the middle. Whip it up top, looks for Keel. Keel now looks for Morgan. Morgan for Taplin, back to Morgan. They exchange, tries the baseline. Vandestreek cut her off. 8:34 left to go in the first half. Duel now gets cut off on the baseline. Tries to weave her way into traffic, and she does. Scoop with the left hand, got it to go. What a move. Molly Duel.
Great patience there again by the offense of the Spartans, working that ball around until they find the open shot.
And now here's an answer for Waupun. That one short of the mark. That was a bucket and a tie up there. Jump ball is going to be the call. Possession arrow points toward the Laconia ladies, and a substitution. Trinity Pierce comes in for Waupun for the first time tonight. Peterson will, Babish will take a seat. Laconia controlling on offense. Here's Vandenberg. Vandenberg for Duel. Vandenberg now trying to post up. Duel can't find her. She's got to back out. Top of the wheel is Morgan. Morgan right side for Duel, under 8 to play. Up top for Morgan, left side for Taplin. Taplin tries to corner, looks ahead. Taplin gets the basketball back. Keel, 3. That one's no good. Back of the iron, ripped away by Gopal, and they'll push tempo the other way. Up ahead for Vandestreek, who was too far underneath the rack. Jeff couldn't get it. A foul was called this time on Waupun.
Great hustle again, flying down the court, looking to find it. Gracie looks like it hit just a little bit too far. And Maddie Vandestreek underneath the bucket just a little bit too much. Good defense, though, there. Laconia Spartans were back in on it. And normally I'd try and flip that instant replay. Wasn't ready for it, so.
Trinity Pierce gets a foul on her. That's Waupun's 4th as a team. First personal for her. Checking out is Taplin. Coming back in is Eva Engel. Laconia back on the offensive side. Now looks for Leonard. And Leonard for Madigan. Madigan feeds Keel now for Vandenberg, and a foul is going to be called over the top. That'll be on Trinity Pierce, and that's her second. That's her second in about 15 seconds.
Yep, just getting a little too anxious. Saw the ball, reached over the top, thought she had enough length to grab it, and unable to do so as she bumps into the back of the Laconia player.
And Harder comes in as she'll take a seat. And getting a conversation with Tim Alsma on the sidelines there, asking about the foul situation. Madigan from Leonard. Inside for Vandenberg. Loses it for a moment, regathers, flips it. Keel. Shot, top of the wheel. 3 ball. Kicks out. Gopal there for the clear. Waupun will not rush tempo here. They'll back up. Set the offense for Alsma. Harder, Gopalin. Left key for Peterson. Peterson with a foot in the paint, skips it across court for Alsma. Alsma now, top of the wheel for Vandestreek. Vandestreek for Peterson. Peterson ball faking one way, now coming back to Alsma near side. Alsma's got it, right wing, drives inside the paint, whips it, Gracie, Gopalin, 3 ball! Kicks out. Rebound taken by Laconia. Scoot up ahead for Leonard. Shot, 3 ball, Leonard, that one's no good. And ball is tipped around, ripped away by Peterson. Here comes Kale, the Marquette recruit, Marquette commit for Alsma. 3, you bet. Lydia Alsma with her second 3, and she's got 10. The lead is 4, matching the largest lead when it was 14-10. Bounce pass, too hard, out of bounds, off of Laconia. They tried to feed Engel in the low block, and they turn it over.
Good idea right there. She was there. She had position on the inside, just a little bit wide on that bounce pass.
Under 6 to play here in the first half. Reminder, you can jump aboard the video chat if you wish to do so, or you can email Nick at RadioPlusInfo.com if you're watching tonight's action. Lydia Alsma has it top of the key. Ball fake one way, pivots, picks up her dribble, of course, there, as Harder comes to it now for Gopalin. Waupun pre-ranked number 2 in the state behind Freedom in Division 3. Go Powell's got some isolation. They crash on a double team. Now finds Alsma, steps into it. No good. Rebound taken by Vandenberg. And Vandenberg will feed ahead for Laconia. They'll dump it down low for Engel. Engel spins away with the right hand up and too hard off the window. Rebound taken by Peterson, pushing tempo. Here comes Kale, top of the wheel, tries her way down the right side, pulls up, dumps it down low for Harder. Harder shot off the window and the hoop in the arm. Harder's going to the line.
Great job there again and patience there. Kale was really trying to look to see if she could find a way to get that bucket in herself. Unable to do so, finds Harder down low and pops another one in for the 6-point lead here for the Warriors.
Home and Auto Sales, New Medical Center, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun Equipment Company, all helping out with our broadcast tonight. Ergo Bank, Taurus Tree Service, VC Flooring, thanks to Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. Thanks to PT Tire and Service of Brandon for helping us out as well here tonight. Harder converts the three-point play. She's got 3, and the lead is 28-21. And it's a 7-0 run, I believe.
I believe you're right.
Yep. 6-0 run, I'll go with that. Nonetheless, 28-21. From the corner, here's Keel. That one's good. Splash.
Great offensive set once again. Good movement by the Lady Spartans, and they were able to move that ball and find the open and hit the 3 in the corner. Looks like we have a 30-second timeout here by Laconia. We'll step away with them. You're listening to Jeff Sauer and Nick Rush here on RP Sports.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandazan at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
And we're back to the pit, they call it, Laconia High School in Rosendale. It's a very, very good showing. Couple of empty seats here, but nonetheless a great high school girls basketball game tonight. Waupun and Laconia, these two teams, about 12 miles apart or so. Out of the timeout by Waupun. Back of the bracket, too hard. Harder gets the rebound. Good offensive glass there for Waupun.
First time I've seen that, otherwise, because Laconia has done a great job of protecting the inside the paint there and protecting the boards, getting the rebounds.
Peterson's got a double team on her. Let's see what she does. So she'll kick it back to Harder. Harder for Lydia Alsma. Lydia tries the left hand, and she'll pass it for Kale Peterson. Did she travel? She did.
Just a little bit of shuffle of the feet.
That's Waupun's 3rd turnover. The history, Waupun's won 3 straight. 2021, they beat them last year. They beat them 2 years ago, 53-39. They beat them in 2019, 62-49 of the regular season. Laconia got revenge when those two teams were in the same division, 56-49. That was Laconia's 6th consecutive win at that time over Waupun. A couple of times, Waupun lost to Laconia in the sectionals. Again, back when they were both in Division 3. And Waupun, of course, staying in Division 3. Laconia going down to Division 4. Randolph bumping up from 5 to 4 this year. Vandenberg in the middle, and she got rejected by Peterson out of bounds.
What a great job there by Kale. Oh, they're going to say it was out of bounds by Kale, so it'd still be Laconia ball, but a good job there rejecting that down low shot by Vandenberg.
It's a Waupun 4-point cushion. Largest lead was 28-21 earlier in the half. Under 3 to play here in the first half. Keel will have it, and she'll look for Leonard. Leonard for Vandenberg. Back to Keel. They'll find Duel in the middle. And for shot 3, that's a long 2, I should say. That one's no good. Laconia there for the rebound. They'll dump it down low for Vandenberg. Peterson working on her. Back to Keel. Leonard has it. They'll find Keel. Another one for her. Reese Keel has got 4 threes in the first half, and she's got 16 pacing the Lady Spartans. Peterson gets cut off, finds Gopalin off the window and in.
There's your answer.
Yep, there's Gracie Gopalin, you bet. 30-27 in favor of the Waupun ladies. Under 2 to play now in the half. Remember, 2 halves in high school girls basketball, not 4 quarters anymore, 2 halves. They'll find Vandenberg down low. Good feed. Did she travel? She did. A turnover on Molly Duell. That's Laconia's 3rd turnover.
Yeah, that's what I say. They couldn't have had very many because they've run their offense very well. It should be a 3-point game right now, just because how well the Lady Spartans have run their offense.
I got 3 turnovers each, Waupun and Laconia. Pretty evenly matched there. Peterson, long 2. No good. Left side of the rim, doesn't go. Vandenberg to clear ahead for the rebound for Kiel. Kiel will find Duell. Harder working on who? Harder got the loose ball, and she'll throw it out of bounds. But a good effort by Harder. Tim wanted a foul on the Harder's arm, but official doesn't buy it. I think I see Lucky Wirtz on the bench over there, Jeff, don't you?
Yeah, I was over there. I was asking, again, Cody Woods, the AD here. He's volunteer coaching over here for Laconia, so it was great to see Lucky sitting back on the bench. Former boys basketball coach in Waupun when they had their good runs trying to make it to state, never got there. But he certainly knows the game with his boys and his daughter. Daughter played at UWGB.
Foul called on Waupun. He played against Lucky when he was the boys coach here at Laconia.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to Waupun, of course, and then went to Kimberly. Long storied basketball history, of course. Mr. Lucky Wirtz, always good to see him and catch up with him. Foul was called on Harder. Under a minute to play. 3-point cushion for the Waupun ladies and visitors tonight. Kiel finds Vandenberg. Vandenberg now for Madigan. Madigan finds Kiel again. And controlling is Leonard. Kiel, 40 seconds left for Duell. The corner, Vandenberg finds Madigan off the right hand. That one's too short. Ripped down by Cale Peterson. And Gopalin and the Waupun ladies, one last shot. They want one final shot here to end the half. Gracie Gopalin now will find Alsma. Alsma finds Peterson. Peterson off the screen, spots up. That one's good from the baseline. And Cale Peterson with 8 seconds left to go back on defense. Here's 3 seconds left to play. Kiel. Oh, good. That one was almost.
She would have, 5 for 5 from the 3 if she would have hit that. So 4 for 5 from 3-point for Kiel.
Laconia trailing Waupun 32-27 on your New Medical Center scoreboard. A break and your halftime report coming up next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now by Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Werner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
Yeah, we're back here, Nick. As I was mentioning before, we got, I can see 73 computers are logged in right now. We were up to 89 at one time. We know there's a lot more people out there than watching it than that. But just quickly, want to give a holler out there to use our chat. These kids go back and watch this. Out there we got Jack Jaber cheering for Laconia and Steve Winterhack, normally my announcing mate here out in Winter Haven, Florida, enjoying the broadcast. Also heard from Randy Armga trying to help me make sure that my instant replay was working, so we appreciate that. But we'd like you to put that stuff in the chat. As we mentioned before, these kids go back and watch this, and there's thousands of views as the kids go back and watch these things. They like to see who is out there cheering for them.
Yes, indeed, yeah, and Jeff doing a great job. Great job here tonight. Again, this our video production, Radio Plus Video Sports online, and thanks to those of you that are listening to the ball game, again, on the radio. We're on the video and on the radio here tonight. For Waupun, again, leading 32-27, pacing the ladies, 10 each for Lydia Alsma and Gracie Gopalan, 9 for Kale Peterson, and 3 for Rowan Harder. For Laconia, 16 for Reese Keel in this first half. Wow, she was 4 of 5 from behind the arc.
just hot as a real hot hand.
Yeah.
And again, the Lady Spartans offense running to perfection, moving the ball, nothing rushing down the court and taking a quick shot. Circulate, and then all of a sudden it's open, and Kiel draining all 4 for 4, and then just missed that last one here towards the end of the half.
Aubrey Leonard 5 in the first half. Molly Dool off the bench with 4, and Callista Vandenberg chips in 2, again for Chris Morgan's Laconia ladies. Again, Waupun leads 32-27 on your New Medical Center scoreboard. New Medical Center, 249-8757. That's 920-249-8757. You know, taking a look at Waupun's upcoming schedule, they'll have Plymouth, a home game for them, on the 29th, so that's a week away. Then they'll be at Winneconne, home to Ripon, and at Berlin. Now, you take a look at their non-conference schedule. Of course, they had Menominee, they had Brookfield East, they went 1-1. Laconia here tonight. They have a rematch with Freedom, a team they beat at state last year, and that's a good one on Tuesday, December 13th. Then they have the Kewaskum game a week later on December 20th. A couple of quality programs with Lake Mills and Lakeland at the Watertown Holiday Shootout. They have a road game at Grafton, at Xavier, and then Sussex-Hamilton. Great game on tap as well. They have Randolph waiting in the wings in January. So it's a very, very tough non-conference schedule for these ladies, and that's what the coach wants.
Yeah, exactly. Coach Tim Alsman had said before, we might as well challenge ourselves. That's the only way that you have a chance. Put yourself in situations so that you know how to execute when you get to the state tournament, if you can get there. And that's the Waupun, Tim Alsman's strategy has worked really well. Again, you cannot find probably a tougher non-conference schedule except take a look at Laconia's.
Right. They have Mishicot coming up here. Martin Luther, a quality program. They have Randolph. Again, Laconia will play Randolph coming up later on this season. Then their conference, their toughest conference opponent in the flyaway will be Springs. The road game there and the return matchup here. They have Bonduelle. They have Edgewood, a team that Waupun beat in the sectional championship game last year in Division III. Laconia placed them this year. So it's loaded for Laconia's squad as well as part of their season as it continues along.
And what's fantastic here is that we are going to be bringing the majority of those games here on RP Sports. So we've done a great job of getting those things scheduled. And we're going to follow both of these teams. And as we talked before, I know that we're not watching Oakfield right now, but we're going to get some Oakfield. We're going to be picking up some Randolph. So you're looking at some super solid girls teams that we are going to be following religiously through their basketball season and making sure we can bring that to our great fans who are out there.
Oakfield won the Trailways East last year, went unbeaten. They went on to reach a Division V sectional semis. They lost to Randolph 58-38 again a season ago. They welcome back Stella Hoffman, a junior for Oakfield, and some more great players. Lindsay Streeter as well for Oakfield too. So we'll take a time out. We'll come back with your second half after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
All of us plan ahead in life. We plan for our wedding, our children's education, family vacations, and other life events. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning your funeral has prompted many to take the step and plan for their own arrangements. The biggest reason is so your family is put at ease by knowing your decisions are taken care of. The burden is lifted off their shoulders. Call 324-5547 to discuss pre-planning your funeral arrangements.
Coles Community Funeral Homes, Marquezan, Randolph, and Waupun.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Life insurance from America.
You know, Jeff, a couple of keys to the second half. I think for Laconia, it's just doing what they're doing. I mean, they're down by 5 points. A team that's held Cale Peterson and Lydia Alsma pretty much in check for the most part. Here, it's just getting a little sloppy on the defensive end at times for Laconia. For Waupun, you got to contain Reese Keel, who's got 16 points, and Waupun's got to do a better job of rebounding the basketball.
This is where they miss having Gabby Matamoras to help down there and play opposite of Cale Peterson, because then you had two bigs that were down low as the potential, and Gabby stayed low, and then Cale could move out.
Laconia did a great job of rebounding that basketball in the first half as Waupun's Maddie Van de Streek will bang one home, and now it's a 35-27 score. This is the largest lead for Waupun in this contest. It was 7. Now the largest lead again is 8.
You refresh my memory, Nick. Did Laconia have a lead yet here in this contest early on?
I don't
believe so,
I think so.
I know it was close to start out, and it still is.
It might have
been
2-0. Might have been 2-0. But again, Waupun's got to do a better job of rebounding the basketball. Laconia just got after it a little bit more on the boards in the first half. Waupun's got to do a better job of that. Stepping now is Lydia Alsma. Alsma for Peterson. The rebound. Peterson flips it in.
And just as you talked about it, they needed a rebound on that offensive side, and there it was. Cale Peterson picks it up and puts it right back in.
Laconia controlling now. Morgan, Keel, Leonard, Vandenberg, Madigan. The starters in for the Laconia ladies. For Waupun, Alsma, Van de Streek, Harder, Gopal, and Peterson. Cut her off of the baseline is Keel. Finds Vandenberg. Vandenberg now flipping for Morgan. Morgan goes for Madigan. Vandenberg gives a screen. Shot. 3-ball. That one's missed off the front side of the rim. Out of bounds. Off of Laconia. Waupun basketball. They come back at us.
10-point lead here for the Lady Warriors. And Lucky Wirtz and Chris Morgan over there say we've seen enough. Let's see if we can interrupt this flow that the Warriors have and take a timeout.
Chris Morgan, his 13th season, 192-62 at the school. Of course, Tim Alsma, 6th year at Waupun, 100 wins and 28 setbacks. Take a break, a 30-second break back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
It's a 5-0 run for Waupun as they start the second half out of the Chris Morgan timeout. Cale Peterson down the right side, throws up a 10-footer, bangs out. Rebound taken by Laconia. Pushing tempo again. Here come the Lady Spartans. Madigan will feed Morgan. Back to Madigan for Leonard. Leonard working on Van de Streek. Shimmy, shake, and bake for Madigan inside. Whips around to a double team now and flips it. Shot. Morgan, 3-ball, spit home.
Great patience again there by the Lady Spartans offense. Cale Peterson did a great job of cutting off that shot in the middle, but that left Morgan wide open to drill it from three-point land.
Alsma's long 2 is missed. Vandenberg up to clear ahead. Vandenberg finds Leonard. Leonard a chest pass for Keel. Keel from Madigan. They'll dump it down low for Vandenberg. Now finds Keel. Keel with the left hand. Yes, pass from Morgan, or for Leonard, I should say. Leonard backs up to the left elbow. And that one almost got away from Madigan. She'll regather herself, guarded by Gracie Gopal. And crossover on her, steps inside Van de Streek, the passing lane. Can't get to it. Madigan comes back down with it, tries to lay it inside. Working on low block is Van de Streek, I should say. Vandenberg, I should say.
Vanda.
Yep.
And nice play there by Gopal.
Yep.
Tied it up.
Tie up. And possession arrow does stay with Laconia. On this side, they switch sides of the court, of course. Waupun in their black and gold, Laconia in their home whites.
Right down here in front of the student section of the Spartans.
Morgan pass for Keel. And Keel gets bumped and finds Leonard. They wanted a foul, no call. And looks for Morgan. And Morgan for Madigan. Loses it out of bounds. Stepped on the baseline. Jeff going back the other way.
Again, great patience by the Lady Spartans and just unable to execute after working the ball around. Tried to drive, and a good job there. I believe that was Cal Peterson who stepped in, cut her off on that drive to the basket, and ended up with a turnover.
Lead is 7 for the Waupun ladies. It has been as many as 10. And here's a foul called on Waupun's on, I think,
number 13? Number 15,
oh,
that
Harder.
was on.
Okay.
Yeah, on Rowan Harder.
I was looking for a 13.
Yeah,
no, we don't have a 13.
I thought it was a 3. Didn't see the other 2 fingers up there.
Waupun doesn't have a 13 there.
Superstition.
Yep. And here's Madigan. And Madigan looks for Leonard. And they look for Vandenberg. Vandenberg Peterson has her. She'll give it up for Keel. Keel for Madigan, left of the wheel. Works on Vandestreek and now gives it up for Morgan. Morgan for Keel. Harder has her. They switch on the screen. And they stay with her. Here's Keel inside the paint and scores. And that's her first bucket. She's got 18, pacing the Lady Spartans tonight.
Shut her off from the outside, but this time she makes them pay and comes inside to get the 2.
Gopal Peterson All-State honors last year. Gopal has it now for Alsma. Peterson, of course, going to Marquette. Had a bunch of different offers. Very tough decision for her, but wanted to stay in her home state. Do that for Marquette. Crossover from Gopal and looks for Vandestreek. Vandestreek finds Peterson now. And Morgan working on her. Gracie Gopal whips it for Harder off the window. And going to the line, though.
Good patience there again by the Warriors offense this time. I kept thinking to myself out here, Harder is wide open. They're not guarding her from the outside there at all. They're saying go ahead and try and take the shot. And she was able to step a little bit inside. Gets the free throw. Front end of 2 shots here.
Neither team got into the bonus in the first half. I can't remember the last basketball game I called that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They're letting them go. They're letting them play for the most part. Chris Morgan wants a timeout from Laconia. We'll take it with the teams back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
Welcome to Terra Max territory. Create the ideal seed bed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one innovative tool from Great Plains. The Terra Max is a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of field conditions. Learn more about hybrid tillage and the new Terra Max at www.greatplainsag.com or by visiting Waupun Equipment Company, your local Great Plains dealer. This is Terra Max territory. Waupun Equipment Company.
Talked about some of the key pieces coming back for Laconia. It's very hard to replace a player like Molly Johannes. First team all-conference player on the flyaway a year ago. And all-state selection a year ago. That one's too hard by Madigan. Playing college ball, Molly Johannes. But Laconians have to dig deep and find a way here to claw back into this one, down by 7. The largest lead for Waupun has been 10. Lydia Alsma on the court now, finds Gracie Gopal. Gopal spins her way, whips it, Vandestreek, 3-ball! That one's no good. Good ball movement. Cale Peterson up and under and in.
Good rebound there by Peterson underneath the basket, and still able to step around and grab that and put it back up.
Morgan thought about it, pulls it back down. And a pass for Madigan. And Madigan in the corner now works Laconia. As Laconia's Leonard controls it back to Madigan. Madigan, a bounce pass for Leonard. Gracie Gopalin steps out on her. With 11:40 left to play, 9-point cushion for the Waupun ladies.
2-3 zone here by the Warriors.
Looking for Morgan. Here's Madigan. Too hard. Tipped around. Taken back by the Waupun ladies. Here's Peterson. Pass up ahead for Vandestreek. Off the window. No good. Rebound taken by Harder. Off the glass. Got it to go.
Nice follow there by Harder.
The key to break a zone, Jeff, is ball movement. Skipping that ball around. Let's see what Laconia does here. And there's Morgan. Got tied up with Peterson.
Trying to go head-to-head straight at Cal Peterson, and her length just did a nice job there of shutting down the shot.
Gopalin now will try to the right elbow and back it up. Tim says back it up and restart. Restart the offense. 2 guards up top. Biggs down low for Waupun Peterson. Near side here on the corner. Osman's going to play keep away for a moment. She's got Madigan on working on her right hip. Brings it to the left elbow. Now tries her way inside the paint. And hand off for Peterson. Left elbow. Peterson smash!
Nice job off of the screen there and able to put it in with a great shot. And the Lady Warriors now with a 13-point lead over the Lady Spartans.
This is the largest lead of the night. That one's too hard and spit out. And rebound from Gracie Gopalin for Peterson. Finds Alsma, steps inside, and got that one to go too. And Lydia Alsma, her first bucket of the second half.
Lady Warriors doing exactly what they need to do, finding the open shot, putting it in. Laconia is trying to answer with 3 balls, and right now that's not working for them.
It's let me just do some quick math here. A 15-5 run to start the second half. Gracie Gopalin now crossover. Has it inside the paint, flips it for Vandestreek. Vandestreek for Peterson, right of the wheel. Kale will back up.
Great ball handling skills for a big.
Morgan gets tied up with Peterson as she goes right at her. Foul is called on her.
You know, as you were talking about before, Johannes, big loss for the Spartans. Same thing here for the Lady Warriors, losing Abby Alsma. And if you had a chance, I don't know if you... My son goes to Illinois State, so I get all of the notifications. And Wisconsin played Illinois State, so we got a chance to watch a little bit of that game. And Abby was able to get in for about 7 minutes. But a huge loss here for the Lady Warriors, but they seem to be recovering really well. Fast break there for the Lady Spartans.
Madigan got the feed. She'll go up, and Madigan, believe it or not, that's her first bucket of the ball game. She's got 2 points. Alsma now tries to answer and does. Lydia Alsma, who has 14 in this basketball game. And 4 for her in the second half. Duel checks in now. Bounce pass down low. Feeds Engel. Vandenberg got it to go. Good ball movement by Laconia. 49-36. Over and back. Yep. There's a turnover as Alsma finds Peterson, but Peterson wasn't across the timeline yet. Over and back is the call. Turnover against Waupun. They'll give it back to Laconia.
It was close looking at it on the instant replay there. She just still was kind of in the air when she left to get it back into in the backcourt for the turnover.
Randy Armga check into the broadcast here tonight, and there is Engel. And Engel scoring. Eva Engel's got a bucket for 2. Gopalin breaks the timeline on the pass. Here's Peterson. Shot. Kale got it to go.
Glad to hear from Randy Armga, other broadcasting partner out there that works with myself and Steve Winterhack, usually on all kinds of broadcasts. Looking forward to doing some more basketball games with him this winter.
Down low, they exchange. Peterson inside of the passing lane, rips it away. Peterson with such great vision, tries a triple team, and she got fouled on the arm.
So trying to figure out here, Nick, as I've been watching this, what has been different with the Laconia defense here in this half? Or is it that the Lady Warriors offense just seems to be executing better?
I think they're making their shots more and more. They went through, not a cold streak, but they didn't hit a lot toward the end of the first half. Just hitting their shots and finding good ball movement, and that happens. Harder has got 6 and has an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Great cut to the basket, found her right there. Coming out of bounds, puts it in and gets fouled.
Lance Wirtz on the bench. That's Chris's father-in-law. Chris is married to Lucky's niece. That's where the tie-in comes. The assist thanks dime, Randy. Body sky and high as Harder gets the rebound down, finds Alsma. Double team. Timeout. Timeout taken by Coach Tim Alsma. 7:38 to go. We'll take it with the teams. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Check out our website, RadioPlusInfo.com. It has the full high school sports broadcast schedule. We've got these Waupun ladies, of course, coming up here. Bunch of games for them. We've got Waupun hockey. We've got Springs, Fondy hockey. Boys basketball for Randolph, Laconia, Waupun. A lot of our area teams being covered. Bob Guernsey calls a foul on the far side.
Yeah, again, Nick, most people don't realize how much energy you put into that to make sure that we can get as much coverage as possible. So I want to give you a shout out and thanks for doing that. And I know the kids do appreciate it. And to mention that here in about 7:20, Nick will be going down on the court and trying to get some interviews with the coaches and with some of the players.
My computer crashes about 4 times when I'm trying to put all these schedules together because I have so many windows open of the teams. I have like 20 windows open trying to figure out where we're going to go what night. And it's a lot of fun. It's a challenge, but when it all kind of checks out, it's pretty neat. So,
yeah, again, I've loved doing this. Just getting out and watching. I love high school sports. And just to see these athletes out there, the schools.
There's a long 3. That one's no good. Out of bounds. Mr. Guernsey says staying this way. 3-man officiating crew tonight, of course. Not standing room only, but pretty good coverage on the bleachers.
Yeah, the bleachers in front of us really are packed. And across the way, you still see a couple of open seats. And now some open seats have popped open, but the whole upper balcony here where we're broadcasting from is full.
Leonard will have it from Morgan. And Morgan goes back to out of bounds.
Number 21 lost it there. That's Morgan. Peyton Morgan.
6:31 left to play. The lead, again, is 15 for the Waupun ladies. Naomi Alsma, Abby Alsma, Montemoris all graduating a season ago for the Victorious. What a magical run Waupun had again a season ago. You know, you go back to the Waupun boys going to state, winning state. Now the girls do it. First time ever in program history. Waupun whipping that ball around, and there'll be a foul on Laconia.
Lady Spartans are going to have their hands full here with this lead here with the Warriors offense. They're just going to continue to move that ball. They're really going to have to step up defensively. They came with the press and picked it up about half court, and the Warriors were able to break it almost immediately with Gopalin.
Leonard was the guilty party there. That is Laconia's 6th team foul. Peterson, that one's too hard off the rim. It's no good. They'll go back the other way with it. And here's Engel. Engel now backs up, Working on her is Van de Streek. And a pass for Madigan. Madigan dumps it for Vandenberg. Tries her way over Gopal, and there's a 3-ball. That one's good from Aubrey Leonard. That's her first bucket of the second half. She's got 8, and the lead is down to 12 with 5:35 left to play.
Exactly what the Lady Spartans needed, a little 3-point spark. Here comes the trap.
Double
got
team.
Alsma.
And jump ball, stays possession arrow Waupun, and Tim Alsma saying get rid of that ball. Don't find yourself in a trap in the high slot, that right side. And Gracie Gopalin has it now. Gopalin backing up. She finds herself whipping it across court for Alsma. Alsma step back, long 2, bangs out. Rebound taken by Laconia. Here comes Leonard. Peterson got knocked to the ground with it and finds Madigan. Tries the baseline. Madigan spins away. Shot no. Foul called.
Harder looked like she was there, but the referee says no, she didn't go straight up. She's going to get called for the foul.
That's only Waupun's second team foul of the half.
And as you were mentioning, just absolutely amazing.
Shot good by Madigan. We are flirting with the bonus for Waupun on Laconia's next team foul. Our next broadcast for you comes up on Monday of next week. That one's up and good by Madigan. We'll have CWC and Springs basketball. That's non-conference. That's the boys. Some of the boys' teams tip it up tonight. Waupun doesn't play tonight, but some of the other boys around the state do. Peterson now ball fake one way, weaves her way through a double team. Gracie Gopalin, 3! No good. Ripped down by Aubrey Leonard. Leonard goes up ahead for Madigan, off the window, no good. Rebound taken by Duell, flips it, shot, Keel, 3, bangs out. Rebound taken by Harder. Harder finds Peterson. 3-on-3, now they get back defensively. Across court, and good. Weak side cut, weak side defense for Molly.
Yeah, Molly Duell, good job there getting into the passing lane. Cal Peterson pushing it up hard, getting it across, and then trying to find Gopal and go breaking, but Duell was right there to stop.
Here's
good
Peterson.
Double team defense here by the Spartans, putting some pressure on.
Yeah, yep. And you can't find yourself in a double team. Peterson gets through it, weaves her way through it, and finds Lydia Alsma. Cross court for Gopalin. Gopalin inside the paint, rips it over for Alsma. Bada pulls it back down, finds Van de Streek. Shot, 3-ball. That one's no good. Air ball, out of bounds.
Oh, Lady Warriors were doing what they wanted. They wanted to eat some time and see if they could find a good shot. And their shot selection has not been good the last 3 times down the court. And the Lady Spartans are starting to work their way back into this.
And there's a 3-ball from the corner, no good by Madigan. Gopalin working their way in front of us here. Black shirts on the move. Finds Peterson back for Gopalin. Don't want to get trapped again in that double team. Bounce pass for Alsma. She'll try a 3, and that one's no good. And they're going to call Cale Peterson with an over-the-back call. Over-the-back foul on Cale Peterson going the other way. And she knew it, too. She threw her arms up in defense. Cale did, but official wasn't buying before the foul committed. That's her first personal only.
That's amazing as well for battling down as a big and trying to drive inside and score, as well as getting those rebounds.
Talking with Tim Alsma before the game, we were talking, we had the starters, then we said, okay, 1, 2, 3 off the bench, and he gave me a couple of names. He said, we're not real deep at this point in time. There's an angle 3-ball, that one's no good. So is that maybe a little concern for Waupun that they're not that deep when you get into later parts of the season? Now that depth could come with experience and getting more of these players involved. And Trinity Pierce, she picked up a couple of fouls right away. Waupun threw it away.
Yeah, I would think that would be a concern for the Lady Warriors, but I think towards the that back half of their East Central conference, they're going to get a lot of experience with some of those more less experienced players there for the Lady Warriors. But it's important that they're not getting into foul trouble, which is, again, is the case here.
Waupun's only played 7 players tonight. Off the bench, Babish came off the bench and Pierce came off the bench. That was it.
Yeah, Pierce came in picked up a quick 2. Yep. Babish did some good minutes there. She did a good job there for the Lady Warriors.
Off the turnover, Waupun basketball. Now up by 10 are the Waupun ladies. Gopalin, cross on the timeline with it. No double team, finds Peterson. Peterson rips it down low for Alsma. Double team the corner, out of bounds, off of Keel. Stays with Waupun. Peterson inbound.
Vandestreek and Harder both wide open on the opposite side when that double team came, and because of the pressure, they missed it.
You brought up a good point earlier, Jeff, with Abby Alsma playing at Illinois State. And to the deck goes Gopal, she plays about 20 minutes a game, from what I understand. And she's, as a freshman, comes off the bench, and she's backing up a player that dumped in 37 the other night.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, you can't really compete with that at that level yet. But
yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk to her at all. I would love to touch base and see what she thinks. My son, like I said, goes there. He loves the school. Big campus, got all kinds of, but it feels small.
Morgan for three. That one splashes home, and single-digit lead. So Morgan with a second three ball for her. And now Waupun throws it away. And here comes Duell. Has the loose ball from Madigan. Up and under. Madigan up and in. And just like that, it's a 5-point game with 2:12 left to play. Out of bounds. Peterson lost it. Waupun turns it over. Tim Alsma wants to talk. Chris Morgan says okay. We'll take a break. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Full.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome back here to the pit in Laconia. Lady Spartans coming back. We're trailing by 13, and they've stepped up their defense. Lady Warriors not able to execute on the offensive side. Great defense by the Lady Spartans, and we've cut it down to a 5-point differential.
It was 53-43. It's a 5-0 run for Laconia. This point in the ball game, Laconia has it under 2 minutes to play. There's a three, and that one's no good. Rebound, offensive rebound.
Lady Warriors in their man-to-man defense.
Three ball, no good. Rebound, Gopalin and Madigan battle for it. And a foul's called underneath.
I believe that's the bonus here, right?
Yep. And they're going free throws the other way. It was. Waupun's been stuck on this 53-point mark, Jeff, as I'm going back.
Yeah.
For a long time. It was, I'm going all the way back here on this replay as I'm looking at my screen, and that'll snap the
scoring streak there for the Lady Warriors. Yeah, they are hits the front end of a 1-and-1. Gracie Gopalin.
And the second one is good, too. It was about 8 minutes left to play before Waupun scored last. So going on a huge, about 6.5 minute drought
for the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, and it was a 10-0 run over that time frame.
Yeah, again,
to cut it. To cut
Lady Spartans defense had really stepped up, came up with a pressure, putting a 2-man trap on the ball.
Missing. No good. by Eva Engel. Again, 6.5 minutes. Waupun goes scoreless. 10-0 run for Laconia during that time. 55-48, 55-49 now. And will we see some pressure? We will from Laconia. Full court press applied. Alsma tries to break it. Go Powell, they got to get it across. Got 10 seconds, they get it. Across the timeline with it. Buck 19 left to play. Peterson now. Takes it herself off the window as Kale. No good. But a foul called.
Hard drive to the net. Put it in the hands of your tall power forward, I guess you could say, who can handle the ball really well. And drives right to the net.
Peterson got 17. Got 17 pacing Waupun tonight. Just smooth operator is Kale Peterson. And there's the shot. That one is good. And she's got more high school basketball after this year, too.
It's amazing, right? A junior.
Yeah.
Again, and let's give credit out there to the Lady Spartans as well. Almost all sophomores out there playing.
Right. Waupun doesn't have a senior on the team.
No.
57-49. Waupun with the lead. And a steal by Kale Peterson. Peterson will cross over inside the lane. Peterson's shot is short.
The Energizer Bunny comes flying in there. Gracie Gopal to pick it up. A timeout's called by Tim Alsman, granted.
Timeout taken by Tim. Will keep things right here with 56 seconds left to play at 57-49 on your New Medical Center scoreboard. Coming to you live from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Coming up as part of the postgame show, we'll try to get on the court and maybe get a couple of interviews.
Absolutely. One of the things that we like to try and bring here
we got a wireless mic there.
Absolutely. We are all set. We're ready to plug in and go when you're ready to hit the end of the court. So we'll be ready to do that. Typically try and just direct them to make sure that they're looking up in our direction here. And we'll talk to you, both coaches, maybe, depending upon, sometimes the coach on the losing end doesn't really want to talk much. But we also try and get the real features, make sure we get those players up here to talk about the game. Lady Spartans here, 56.1 inbound,
and they throw it away. Gracie Gopal throws it into the hands of Laconia for Leonard. Leonard's shot doesn't go. Rebound taken by Alsma, and she lost it out of bounds. Off of Lydia Alsma. Laconia basketball, and Tim wanted a contact there on the arm, couldn't get it from the official. And they'll give it now for Leonard. Leonard for Molly Duell with 40 seconds left. Shot, Engel, three, splash! Engel with a long-range tray bomb. She's got 6. The lead is down to 5.
Full timeout here by Coach Morgan.
Take it with them back after this. Radio Plus Video Sports.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
I'd like to thank Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. I'd like to thank C. Broxmont Electric, Brandon Meats, PT Tire and Service of Brandon, VZ's Flooring, Torres Tree Service, Ergo Bank, Ben's Automotive, Cole's Community Funeral Home, American Family Insurance Agent Christine File, Waupun Equipment Company, Dentistry of Wisconsin, New Medical Center, and Home and Auto Sales. We're coming to you live from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Full court pressure by Laconia, down by 5, and they'll foul. They wanted a jump ball, but they got her on the arm.
So Lydia didn't get the call the last time, and this time does.
Yep.
57-52, 34.5 seconds left on the New Medical Center Integrated Healthcare scoreboard.
Waupun's next game, they'll be playing in a week. They'll be home to Plymouth, a team that finished toward the bottom of the conference a season ago, predicted to finish around 4th or 5th this year. Kewaskum and Kettle Moraine Lutheran, two teams that will challenge Waupun for the top spot in the conference. Lydia Alsma connects on both of them. She's got 16, and the lead is up to 7 again. Laconia got all the way back down to 5. Again, the lead pushed up to 7. And Waupun is in the double bonus. If they get fouled here, they'll shoot 2. See if Chris continues to foul here. Full court pressure as they got to get it in. Gracie Gopalin will get it for Cale Peterson. And Peterson now they'll back off. 15 seconds left, now they'll foul. Up next for Laconia, they'll be back at it on Friday. Another game for them as they take on Michigan here. I'm not here, I should say. The Kettle Moraine Thanksgiving Classic. Michigan and Martin Luther. A couple of tough games for them on the way as Peterson connects.
Smooth shot there for the free throw by Cal Peterson.
Second one's good too, as Peterson connects. And with 15 seconds left to go, Waupun up by 9. There's an angle 3, and that one is missed out of bounds. 10 seconds left. Laconia is going to back off. Possibly. 9 seconds
I don't
left.
think so. I can't see a Chris Morgan team throwing in the towel yet.
Maybe not, huh?
No. It's going to make them fight right to the end.
Yep, now they back off. 5 seconds left. Waupun's going to get a victory tonight, and they'll move the record to 2-1. And Laconia suffers their first loss of the season. They drop to 2-1. Your final score, Waupun wins on the road 61-52 in a great high school girls basketball game. We'll take a break, and we'll come back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. I'm really, really happy and pleased with the results. I plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
The power of intelligent farming is here. The remarkable new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence is available now at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Built on the legacy of the acclaimed New Holland T7 tractor family, the T7 Heavy Duty delivers leading all-around performance and comfort. You'll see wider, operate quieter, think smarter, and feel stronger. 2 models are available, featuring up to 313 horsepower. Designed for you, by you, the new T7 Heavy Duty with PLM Intelligence lets you put intelligent farming to work right now. See one today at Waupun Equipment in Waupun and Watertown. Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun, and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkup.
Florida. And welcome back to the postgame show here on Radio Plus Video Sports and online, RadioPlusInfo.com and AM1170Radio.com. Ladies, good game here tonight. Cale Peterson, we'll start with you. What'd you see out there?
You know, it's always a rivalry game against them, so we gotta bring it our all, and it's always good to beat a team like them. They're just gritty. They get on the floor, they make shots, so it's a good win for us.
21 points tonight, kind of evenly distributed first and second half. Defensively, what'd you see?
Defense was a huge one for us. We did a lot of mental reps yesterday, kind of just hard on our bodies after the past 2 games we've played, so a lot of mental reps, which was a little scared at first about that, but he definitely prepared us well, and I think we defended really well in our Duke. Gave up a couple threes, but didn't hurt us too bad.
A team that wouldn't go away here tonight. You had the lead up double digits. They cut it all the way back down to 5. You went a little scoreless in that second half. What did Coach say to you?
He just said we had to keep going. Like on defense, they come down, hit a shot. And we just offensively we had to come down and we had to return the favor. But he just made us keep going hard, and yeah, I think that's just what kept us going, because being in the game like the whole time, you got to keep the energy up. Otherwise, they just come down and hit shots.
Gracie Gopal, 12 points. Good game tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Lydia Alsma, let's go to you here as well. Finished up with 16, I believe, here tonight. So good game for you.
Yeah, thank you.
What'd you see out there on the court?
I know they have a bunch of pressure and that stuff, so we need to keep it tight and be calm and just see the floor, see where our open teammates are and all that. So that was the big one.
You saw full court pressure a lot here when you got up. They were trapping. You wanted to beat that with the skip passes, right?
Yeah, that was kind of the goal. I mean, first we were supposed to catch it. If we could split the trap, then we were gonna go for it. But obviously, people are gonna come back in the backcourt, and we gotta get it to them to get towards the middle and down the court. So.
What did Coach say again when you guys were kind of up by a bunch and then they battled back? What was the message?
Hold the intensity. Get it together. Hold the intensity. That was the big thing.
Well, enjoy the break here. Best of luck. We'll see you down the line. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
That's Lydia Alsma finished up with 16 points here. I think we have head coach Tim Alsma. Let's bring Tim over here as we got the camera going here. Tim, what'd you see out there? Good game here tonight.
What a great high school basketball game that was. Anytime you come to Laconia, they've got such great fan support. Their student section's awesome. They're so well coached. And anytime you can come in here and get a victory, we'll take it. So the 2 teams that you saw play here, I think, have a lot of potential to do some great things throughout the season and potentially into the postseason. I thought you saw a great matchup tonight, a battle of wills, and I was certainly glad to create a 15-point lead, because if it was tighter than that might have been going the other way.
Tim, you're up by 5, I believe. Yeah, 32-27 at the half. You open up the scoring, a 15-5 run in that second half, up by 15. The lead comes down to 5, so they weren't going away.
No, and we knew that. I mean, they're too good for that. So you could see their spirit start to break a little bit, but then all of a sudden they hit a 3 and the energy changes, the atmosphere changes, and they were playing off momentum, and they rode the wave for a while, and we were able to just finally stem the tide and make some free throws. Free throws were big down the stretch. I think Gracie was 2 for 2, Kale was 2 for 2, and Lydia was 2 for 2, so you need those.
Good win tonight, Tim. Thanks for your time, okay? I'll let you get back at it.
Love you guys being here. Thanks.
Thank you much. Again, that's Tim Alsma, head coach for the Waupun girls. Let me run through some quick totals, if we could, Jeff, before we go. All right, Lydia Alsma checked in with 16 points tonight. Maddie Vandestreek with 3 points. Rowan Harder had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gracie Gopalan chipped in 12 tonight, and Kale Peterson with a game-high 21 points as well. For Laconia, 6 for Eva Engel. All of those 6 came in the second half. Molly Duell with 4 points. Tierney Madigan had 6. Callista Vandenberg with 4. Aubrey Leonard with 8. Peyton Morgan with 6. And Reese Keel, 16 in the first half. Just 2 in the second half for a team-high 18 points. Again, Waupun wins 61-52. They improved the record to 2-1 on the season. They'll play a week from today against Plymouth, and Laconia back at it on Friday. They, again, lose this game, and they fall to 2-1 on the season. Waupun led 32-27 at the half and outscored Laconia and win the ball game 61-52. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight, as well as part of the post-game show here this evening.
Coach Morgan.
And I'm going to try to see if I can get Coach Morgan over here, and I'm going to follow him. Chris,
Couple words. Is that okay? All right, we're on the camera right here. So, well fought battle, Chris. Your girls didn't give up tonight. That was quite a ball game.
No, it was great. It was a game against two really good teams, and they made some tough shots. I thought our defense for the most part was pretty good. We had hands in face, and they made a lot of intermediate jump shots that are just really 17, 18-foot jump shots that are tough to hit. And the way our girls, we were down by 15 at one time, I think 14, 15, and I thought it could have a chance to slide on us. All of a sudden we're down, we could be down 20 or 25, and we fought our way back, got it down to 5 points, and couldn't quite get that extra bucket to get over the hump.
Thought you guys had some great traps. You guys did your full court as well, created some turnovers. You made those opportunities. You find yourself down by 5, and the message, again, never giving up, and you're playing with a quality program across the aisle here.
Oh, yeah. Waupun's great. They've got, those top 3 players they have are phenomenal. And I'll be quite honest, I didn't think we could trap them. I didn't think we could go to our 1-3-1 because I thought Gracie's just going to split our gaps, and then we're going to be playing at a disadvantage on the backside. But we did a great job, I thought, just squeezing gaps and anticipating on the backside. So I was pretty happy with that we just didn't fold up and go home.
Chris, we'll see you down the line. Best of luck. Okay?
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Chris Morgan, head coach for the Laconia ladies. Again, we'll wrap it up here tonight. Thanks to Jeff Seller, our video producer. Nick Rush saying so long as Waupun wins in Laconia tonight, 61-52. Check out RadioPlusInfo.com for our complete Radio Plus Sports broadcast schedule. Have yourself a great Thanksgiving, and Nick filling in for Steve tonight. And Randy, they'll be back next week.
Sales, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun Equipment Company, American Family Insurance Agent Christine File, Coles Community Funeral Home, Benz Automotive, Ergo Bank, Taurus Tree Service, VZ's Flooring, C. Bruxma Electric, Our Bar, and our scoreboard sponsor, New Medical Center.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at